Hello, this is Justin, KD8VMR here. My last video I did a little bit about a 2-meter dipole. Like I said, it works good for single sideband CW. It does work okay for FM, but right now currently I'm using a homebrewed J-pole. Unfortunately, I built it and didn't do any video on that. And it's up in the air, so it's going to be kind of hard to go over that. But it's the J poles are very, very good, especially for FM voice. They really work good. SWRs are really good on it. The design that I used was very easy to tune. They're really good. Antenna. I used half-inch copper tubing. There are some different plans out there. I'll try to put in the comment link here about the design of the J-pole. Like I said, it's fairly simple to build, fairly inexpensive. It doesn't take a lot of knowledge on electronical components to build it. Basically, you just need some half-inch copper, soldering abilities to connect the copper tubing, SO239 connector, and it's just a little bit of Romex wire. It's very simple. I will try to do a video on that. Right now, like I said, I'm stuck in the 2-meter world because of my license restrictions as far as being a technician. I'm going to be working on getting my general here before too long, and hopefully I'll be able to do some more ham radio demonstrations. Right now, I'm just going to show my basic setup. That's my 2-meter Kenwood. It's a 7950 45 watt FM transceiver. I got my 20 amp power supply there. Just the basic stuff. I got my repeater directory, logbook. And then I got my laptop, which I have down here for login purposes and for Echolink. I have a work table behind me. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to get my radio tuned, and I'm going to try to make a simplex contact here on 2 meters. Okay, well, we got our radio set here. I'm going to try a simple CQ call on the 2 meters. Anybody that's new to ham radio, CQ is a phrase that we use to basically just that you're calling any station, anybody who wants to talk to you, you're willing to speak with. It's used a lot on the HF bands. Like I said, right now I'm stuck with 2 meters, so that's what we're going to work it on here. CQ, 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 Kilo Delta 8 Victor Mike Romeo calling CQ. And remember, you're going to want to always use the lowest amount of power needed to make the contact. My radio was still actually in low power mode. From my last contact, it wasn't real far, so I was able to go with just 5 watts. I bumped it up now to my full power of 45 watts. I'm going to try again here. CQ, 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 Kilo Delta 8 Victor Mike Romeo calling CQ. And you're just going to call out and see if anybody answers you, which, it's 2 p.m. local time here. A lot of times we don't have a lot of simplex activity on 2 meters around here. More in the evening is when I'll have better luck. But I'm just trying to demonstrate a little bit as to how you would try to make a contact. CQ, 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 Kilo Delta 8 Victor Mike Romeo calling CQ. And like I said, there's probably nobody monitoring right now. A lot of the guys will monitor our repeaters, um, but I'm not going to jump onto the repeater right now. We're just explain a little bit about simplex. Anybody that's new to this, your simplex modes are going to be, especially in like the 2 meters, 440, stuff like that that a technician is going to start with. You can expect, depending on your power, your antenna and everything. I made 30, 40 mile simplex contacts. Now with a repeater, that obviously will give you a lot more range. It just depends, and every once in a while there is a band opening on 2 meters that will allow you to use a simplex frequency a lot further. Band openings are not as common in the 2 meter frequencies as they are more in the HF, but you can work some skip on the band openings on the 2 meter. 2 meter simplex is fun. Like I said, you're not using repeaters, so it's more of a radio to radio contact. It's interesting because it gives you an idea on your propagation. Kind of tells you how far you're able to get out with just your radio. Like I said, where I'm at, I'm up on top of a hill, so for me to make 30-mile contact isn't a real big deal. Now, if you're watching this video and you've messed a lot with HF, then 30 miles don't sound a lot, but for somebody who's getting started with the VHF capabilities here, it works. Like I said, 2 meter is great. You also have 6 meter, which I've never messed with, but sometimes you can get a band opening and do some pretty good DXing with that from what I've been told. You can find yourself a good old rugged 2 meter rig at a ham fest, sometimes on eBay. Like I said, I have the Kenwood 7950. I also have a 71 or a 751A all mode transceiver for 2 meters, but not a lot of single sideband or CW activity around here on 2 meters, so I'm probably going to be parting with that because it's just sitting around. But any bands or any company is good. I have a lot of use with the Kenwoods. I also have an Anytone. That's a nice little dual band transceiver. That works real well for your 2 meter 440. And they're fairly inexpensive. My Anytone I got for about $300, and it also has a crossband repeater. Well, anyway, this is KD8 VMR, and I'm going to go ahead and close this video off today and say 7-3, and hope to catch you on the next one.